in the book Radius, you were speaking about how Apple is able to make minor tweaks and upgrades to whatever they're creating and have everyone on board mainly purchase or upgrade and buy the new product. And Motorola, or let's say another company, can create something and a lot of people aren't buying the product.
I mean, the big difference between Apple and Motorola is that there's a lot of brand equity in Apple. It's locked people into this kind of convenience of having an Apple product because of its integration to other Apple products. So what Apple has done really well is create its own radius model that basically forces an individual to think about the repercussions of leaving a brand rather than the benefits of chasing new features. For someone to leave Apple to then go seek a Motorola product, they have to consciously think about the integration of that product into their existing base, because most of us have Apple phones, watches, computers, and basically we've eased the connectivity, all these things, and the flow from one product to another. Many times when I go to an event, people go, let me airdrop you photos, and I don't use an iPhone. So they get very disappointed because they can't use that tool and that feature. And that's the power of building a radius model. Once you're integrated into a product, you basically have to honor the brand equity you have in it. An example of this, of how we've done this in my own businesses, is that we've gotten people into multiple communities and learning capacities within an ecosystem of educational products. Now, your behavior in one of my communities is very much felt across all my communities, meaning if you decide to be a clown in one, I typically remove you from all. So you have to double think and really honor the educational commitment you've made to being part of my community. So a lot of times brands do this really well, where once you're addicted to the usage of a product, it becomes very hard for you to adopt a new product because of the repercussion of what it means to now integrate that new product. Like how many of us hate going from, for example, a Samsung to an iPhone or an iPhone to a Samsung because the integration isn't as seamless or easy. Versus on an Apple to Apple, you can just move your data from just your iCloud and just go, oh, okay, I just logged in. All my information is now back on my phone. This is important because if you think about it, the most powerful commodity that man has is time. And this eliminates this big gap where you go, I may not have a phone for 2 days. I may not be able to function for 2 days because I need to do all these transfers. And yet it's so easy to just retain that if you stay within the family of products, right? And so this is kind of how brands reward loyalty. They basically create systems that make people question, what does it mean to them to change and be unloyal? And they punish you for that by reminding you that if you're unloyal, it'll take you much longer to get through a cycle. So you'll lose a ton of time. However, if you are loyal, you're rewarded yet with even further access to tools that enable you to win your time back. So, it's something that I think Apple has done better than 99% of the companies out there. And they kind of reward you for caring enough to stay in it.